Hey, it's me, Michelle, and I'm back with a business video 101. Be encouraged. Just want to share with you what I've learned along the way. Be blessed. Hi, it's me, Michelle, and I'm back with another video. Today, I wanted to encourage you really quick, it won't be long, about anything that's on your heart to build and to start. I guess you could call this like business 101. And I wanted to just tell you all what I've learned through my experience of starting a business, and I pray that it can help you. I've been seeing so many new businesses on Facebook and just reconnecting with so many businesses, and I think that anybody that has started that process can always pour into someone else. And I know that many have new ideas, they have, new building that they're doing, they have new launches, non-for-profit businesses, products, clothing lines, whatever it may be that you're starting. Even if you're starting to build you, take care of yourself, eat different, take vitamins, whatever it may be. I wanted to just tell you that stay in the process. Anything that we're starting new, there will be a process, especially a business. When you are launching a business, when you're launching anything new, anything that will help build the land, there's going to be cycles that your business is going to go through. People are going to fall off you. People are going to come to you. You're going to experience so many changes, even with that particular thing. The timing is going to evolve your product. It's going to evolve, whatever it is that you're starting, whatever it is that you're building. And you have to encourage yourself along the way. You have to stay in the process and contend in the faith. You have to write your vision down. You have to continue to pray over that vision. You have to have business mentors that can encourage you and help you along the way. So one thing I wanted to tell you is that a lot of times when you're building and starting anything new, you will start to feel overwhelmed sometimes. The pressure of building, the pressure of starting something, the pressure of wanting everything at a certain time. But you got to know that it's a timing for that thing that you're building, that business you're building, that product that you're launching. Whatever it is that you're doing, there's a timing for it to prosper. And our job, our responsibility is to stay in the process and contend in the faith. One thing my business mentor would tell me is that when I would start to feel overwhelmed and just like, it's too much, she would say, take a break. Stop whatever you're doing and just take a day or two to just think nothing about business, but calm your mind down. Do you know that was the best advice I could have ever gotten? Because it gave you a time to reflect. I thought I had to do everything right then and there. I had to clam everything in, and I wasn't taking time to just, exhale. And so sometimes you have to take a breather and recharge your mind. And as you do that, it really helps relaxes you and it helps you focus. You get refocused. And so that's, one nugget that has helped me along the way in starting a business. Also, you got to let the people go that walk away. There'll be people that start with you, but there are many that won't finish with you, and as they begin to feel like they want to move forward, you just bless them in leaving, and you take in what you learned and how they have helped you in whatever capacity. Please do that, because I've had so many people that started with me, but along the way I realized that they served a purpose for a certain timing and they just couldn't go, and that's okay, because for every person that walked away and that was okay, they felt like they needed to move on. Well, God began to send new people that can pour into me and that can pour into my business in such a greater capacity. And so that's what I mean by it goes through levels. Before the crisis of the coronavirus, I had was in the process of launching, to be in stores and different health food stores, and that's still in the process. But I began to say, it's about your timing, God, because who knows that this standstill, what it has done. In the natural, things may look stagnated, but in the spirit, you don't know what's happening. You don't know what new connections God is orchestrating. You don't know who God is going to order into your life to help and take you to another level. And so another thing I wanted to tell you, trust the timing of God. Is perfect, and he knows all things. You know, he knows what you don't even know. He sees what you don't even see. His word says, my thoughts are not yours and my ways are not yours. And so whatever your process may be, stay in it and contend in it, right? And so I've got many visions and words, about my business and the process of it. But even with that, it's in part. Because the word says we know in part, we prophesy in part. And so even with God revealing, that word was in part, right? Because you still don't know the process and the cycle that God is going to allow you to go through. But what he wants you to do is trust him through the process. And so I wanted to just encourage you to not give up, stay in the process, and receive, people that will come and pour into you and pour into your, your vision, and also bless them as they feel they have to move forward. Don't be bitter. Don't be upset. Don't feel like they're stagnating. No one on earth can stagnate and hinder what God has for you to be planted to do in this earth. You know who can stagger and hinder? We can. When we give up, when we doubt, and when we don't contend. And when we don't stay in the race, we can hinder our own process. And so I wanted to encourage you because, there's so many new businesses and so many new ideas that's coming forth that I'm seeing, and I'm excited for so many people. But my God, I'm praying because I know that every new thing has to go through a process, and so I'm praying that you will contend and stay in the faith in that process. How can I tell you that? Because I'm doing it with you, and I've done it, and I've learned along the way, that God's timing is perfect. So I wanted to encourage you with that word and just tell you to contend in the faith and don't give up. And whatever your vision is, pray over it. You ain't got to get deep. Have a way the Lord leads you, but pray over that word and pray that God will send you people with a pure heart and pure motive towards your vision, because that's important, and so it's a journey. It's a journey that you'll never forget. It humbles you in so many ways. I was at work right before all of this happened with the coronavirus, and a coworker had ordered one of my products, the deodorizing spray, and she really liked it, and I was grateful for that. I'm like, okay, and just from her talking about it, and it was just between us, and I was just like, oh wow, I'm so glad you like it. She was like, yeah, I want to get more and whatnot. So a coworker, I wasn't even trying to promote my product or anything, because I think customers will come organically. I just believe that what's meant gonna happen, whoever your customers are, because everybody's not your customer, they're gonna come. And so we were talking or something, and I just pulled out a phone and showed him, I think the website or the picture or something like that of the product, and that's it. And I just said, this is how it looks, because he was interested to know how the packaging looked. So I said, here it is. I didn't say anything else because I felt like people pretty much know what they want. Just like when you go to the store, you pretty much know if you want to buy something. You see something, you know if it's something you want or not, and you decide if you want to purchase it or not. And that's how I like to deal with people face to face when it comes to my products. And so he said, I want to purchase. And I said, okay. And I didn't even have to go into detail what it did. But when I seen, of course, it was something he wanted to purchase, then I began to explain to him what the product does and whatnot. He was like, I just feel like I'm supposed to buy from you. He was like, I was going to go to Walmart, but I just said, I want to buy from Michelle. And this is what I wanted to say. Whoever's for you to support you, who's ever for you to walk with you, who's ever for you to contend with you, they're going to come. God is going to order their steps. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And so you don't worry about, those that may not be interested. You don't worry about those that may not want to hear. That's okay. It's a timing for everything. And everybody is not going to support, and everybody is not your customer. I have so learned that, and that's okay. When I go to the store or if I order online, I'm not everybody's customer. I may not need that. I may have another product that I use that I like. I may not want to change. That's okay. And so you have to look at that with anything that you're doing, that God will order the steps of those that are connected to you to help you grow and perfect. And when it's their time to go, if they're not meant to stay, you let them go. But know that it's going to prosper, it's going to flourish, all in divine timing. And so I wanted to encourage you to start wherever it is that's on your heart and keep at it and don't give up. We have a timing to launch, and you have to launch it when there's an impression on your heart to do it, because there's a grace that comes with it to do it. And so that's why you can't play no games, but you have to just do it by faith. And so I'm Michelle Sharp. Please go to my YouTube channel. I would love more subscribers, and subscribe to my channel if you will. If not, I just pray this video blessed you. To the next video, be blessed. Bye-bye.